We are at the Skagit River Valley rest stop. And it is right on the Skagit River. So I'm using the big Canon EOS 5 Mark IV with the 7200 lens on it. So that's 70, that's as wide as I can get it. But it is pretty out here. The only problem is it's all gray and drizzly. There's our local little mountain there. And you can see that there is a pretty good flow on the river. I tried camping over on the other side of the river last night. There's a spot called the Sauk River Campground, Forest Service, I believe. And unfortunately, it was all fenced off. The gates were shut. So I got there late and I could not get in. Then I went to another spot and the gate was shut there too. So here I am at the rest area. A lot of wildlife viewing areas here. Eagles come in here to get salmon, spawning salmon. And it's actually got, I think, one of the highest concentrations of eagles in the lower 48 states when the birds are here. So, alright, well, let us hit the road. As you can see, there is some fall color action going on. There's the truck camper, and I've got Archie with me. Poppy and Kelly stayed home. So there you go, we got some nice fall color action going here, which that's what I wanted to see. All right. It is time to begin the morning ritual of coffee. And there's my current favorite brand, Fidalgo Organic French Roast. Those are the delicious beans getting ready to be ground to go into a pour over, for which I have a rolling boiling water. So let's get this out of here, and Archie's hiding down there somewhere. So all we gotta do is put the cap on and plug it in. I think a dope would be appropriate here. Okay, take two. So we give that a little bit of a grind here. I listen for it to stop making loud sounds. And there we go. We have coffee. There. And we're gonna shove a bunch in here. I usually put in about 2 tablespoons for this cup. It's a pretty good sized cup. That's going to make a strong batch. Make sure my pour over is on properly. And there we go. Just moments away from a nice hot cup of joe. Okay. I must have missed that somewhere in there. Oh, I guess I just filled up too much in the filter and it overflowed. Overflew the coop. Well, alrighty. And I can get a second cup of coffee out of these grounds too, and it'll be just about as good as the first cup. Okay. Need to grab some cow extract out of the fridge. And how are we doing here? Just about there. Just a tiny bit more to go. Archie, you gonna say good morning? Archie. Archibald. Not gonna come say hi? Hey, boo-boo. Okay, well, he is going to continue being stuck up. In the meantime, I'm gonna call this ready and just put it in there. Undo that and pour it in here. Very tasty. Okay, that is coffee. Let's get the day started. This is the GoPro view of the campground, or not campground, it's the rest area below the Skagit River Valley. And there you go. It's going a little too fast and deep here to spot any salmon. And there's no eagles here. A lot of times where there are salmon, there are eagles. But there's other places on the river that have better feeding opportunities for the eagles. So there you go. We are getting some fall colors. Unfortunately, with this camera, it really does not show up. Too wide of an angle, too far away, got to get right up next to things to see it. But the clouds are cool. All right, time to hit the road. Archibald is all excited to get going. You see, hi buddy. Hey buddy, good boy, good boy. He's in Space Kitty, just as comfortable as can be. Okay. what we're driving through right now, just along the Highway 20, the North Cascades Highway. So we'll be coming up on the town of Rockport here soon. And it's mostly evergreen trees here, so there's not really going to be an opportunity to see a lot of color. We're going to be coming up on the town of Rockport here very soon, so we will just turn through there real quick, get a quick look-see at the Howard Miller Steelhead Fishing Park, and then we'll continue on our sightseeing trip. You see all the moss and lichens hanging off the trees around here. It's very wet around these parts. Coming up on our turn as Archie is looking around. Rock quarry in there. Darrington Arlington turn at Rockport that we are looking for. Next left. No, there's a left turn up here somewhere. There we go. It is the town of Rockport on our right. This here is the day use area. It's a nice park. Howard Miller Steelhead Fisherman's Park. It's an old cabin, log cabin there. $5 parking fee. Everybody wants money. Tax dollars just aren't enough. You've got to get something extra. The squeeze. Well, we got our camping areas down here. We've stayed here a couple of times. It's a nice campground. check in with the host, but we're not staying, we're just looking. But look how nice they keep this in here. Parks Department. There's a tent area. Yeah, it looks different. It looks like it's had some upgrading done since the last time we were here. It looks like it's all relatively fresh asphalt. So it is a county park, Skagit County, I believe. So here's a circle, and the sights might be a little bit on the cozy side. Well, if there were fall colors here, here they are. It's a nice looking row of trees, whatever they are. That camping there, that goes right up against the river. Skagit County Parks Department. A couple of kids' playground areas. And I gotta say, as far as parks go, this is very nicely maintained. You can see the river over there. And we actually stayed in this campsite here one time. We were lucky. It's combed off where the side closer to the river is combed off. But boy, this would be a neat place. Actually, all of these ones are combed off. I guess they are afraid of possible flooding in here. And only one person with a boat here, I see. Here's the boat launch, and of course the boat launch fee. Okay. So we are gonna head on out of here now and continue in search of fall colors. But what a nice campground and park. Great place to bring your kids. Just got to be aware that there is a fast-moving river right next to a couple of the playgrounds, so you want to keep a close eye on Junior. Okay, put the windows back up, and we're off. Here is our bridge. You can see how high the water is. Okay. It's just interesting to look at the branches on the trees through here. Hiker there. This is the Sauk River. It's definitely a rainforest in here. And just to show you guys I wasn't kidding, I will drive you here to where the Sauk campground was that is now closed. We have to turn and go across this one-lane bridge. There was log and firewood rolled across the road last night, but it seems to have been picked up now. Here is our one-lane bridge going over the Sauk River. Sauk River connects into the Skykomish River, or Skagit River. So the Sauk is a pretty big river itself. And here we are. We're across the bridge. That goes down to some other stuff there. There's another bridge, single lane bridge ahead. We're not going to go all the way down there. That's where I went last night and went to go up a gravel road into the forest area, but I couldn't because it was gated to there as well, but I had to back out of it because it wasn't, the gate was closed. Okay, so here we are, Sauk River Campground. And of course it's closed, which sucks. Stayed there a couple of times, and it's a nice campground. We really enjoyed it. Did a truck camper rally in there one time. Alright, let's get turned around here. Okay. And away we go. Okay. See our little gauges here. The bottom is the fuel pressure, 58 pounds. Transmission temperature, 150 degrees. And exhaust gas temp, 600. Okay. So here we go.
Take the next left to stay on concrete Sauk Valley Road. In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Washington 530 West, State Route 530 Northeast.
But yeah, look at that. That's pretty nice. Pretty sweet. Okay, so now we are going to head on down to Darrington and then over towards Monte Cristo. And the road, Scenic Byway at Monte Cristo, I think is going to have more scenic stuff than these other roads will.
Next right onto Washington 530 West, State Route 530 Northeast.
Okay. Arch and I have been driving over this National Forest Road 26, and we came in off of here, and we have gone all this way right now. I'm not sure where it goes, but it's amazingly well developed roadway. Right now we're not getting any service, but it's been paved nicely the whole way, and it's got some nice bridges on it. Something you would not expect to see out in the middle of nowhere with zero traffic on it. There was like an old road there, but yeah, it's interesting to take things like this and find interesting things about it. So we've already got, I don't know, 20 miles onto this road so far, and it's been paved all the way. There's another road here, and it looks like there are people that have been using it. It is, after all, hunting season, I believe, so there's going to be a few people out here. So we're just going to keep on cruising and see where this road takes us. Looking at the phone, that's what it's doing right now, just going ahead. Alright, if anything exciting happens, I will let you know. Just for kicks, I'm going to go across this river, one-lane bridge. What does this say? Caution, read washout ahead. Okay. No, we're not going far, we're just going here. And see, it's, it's a serious bridge. There's the river. And we're just going to go a little ways up here and turn around. This is not the paved path, so we're not interested in it. Okay, let me stop here for a minute. Okay, so we just went up a ways and turned around at a fork Y in the road. Now we're coming back up to the bridge. Oh, excuse me. Passed a couple of people. Oh, hi Archie, what you doing, buddy? Good boy. Back into Space Kitty. Attaboy. Attaboy. Such a good boy. So we are going to go back to the main road over here and continue our exploratory quest to see where it goes. So as long as it's got pavement, I'm just going to keep on going. No one down there, no one up here. Just me and Archibald. Uh-oh. We have just found gravel. So I guess that's about as far as I need to go then, I guess. I'll go up to the next turnaround. There's a car coming at me here. I can go wide here. Okay, I guess they're pulling off. There's another gate in the road down there. So, a bunch of hunters up here is my presumption. So we're getting just enough service to be able to get the GPS on the Google map. Yeah, I'll have to look up in the books to find out more about this area here. What it is, why it is, and what's up here ahead of us, I do not know. Must be something though, otherwise the road wouldn't be here. So here's another, now what is this? Gate off. There's some kind of a cage in there. Private property, that's what that is. Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest. So that's where the gravel ends and where the National Forest dirt road begins. Interesting, I've never been down this. I don't know if they have some campsites up here or what. I have not seen any deer or bear or anything on the road yet. And we are getting pretty remote. This is getting out here pretty far. So, alright, well, I'm going to drive. There's a sign that commemorates that there is a cemetery here. Early inhabitants of the Sauk and Suital River Valley tribal customs are still conducted here. Interesting. So we have this road here and the main road back over here. I was wondering if there might be like a campsite or something, campground in here, but I don't know. But if that's a cemetery, then I will just leave that alone. But it's nice to know that it's here and people are doing their custom, maintaining their traditions. Actually, looks like we are back on pavement. Wahoo! Gotta like that. Of course, that's only gonna last how long? Looks like there's gravel and chip seal going on along here. Well, darn, here is the Buck Creek Campground. But it's closed. Darn it. Okay, well, let us continue onward. It's coming up on 340 now, and I do not know what is going on with this road. It does not show up on the Google map, amazingly. So I don't know if it continues going and comes out somewhere back onto a main highway, or if it's going to end somewhere. But if we don't come out on the main road here pretty soon, it looks like Archie and I are gonna camp here again tonight. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Here's kind of a landslide area. And over here is the river. Still on the National Forest Road 26, I believe it is. It doesn't show up at all on the Google Maps. Oh, good, at least the gate here is open. There's a possible camp spot right there. Ooh, with an outhouse. So anyway, gates are open here. There's something of a bridge. Downy Creek. This is the trailhead. It's another spot that I could probably just camp at this time of the year. Looks like there was a fire up there at some point. See the black on the bottoms of the trees. It's an interesting area. I've never been here. This area here, they definitely had the fire. You can see the black on the bottom of all the trees. I haven't seen a single car here in quite a while, at least an hour, and not too many miles because we're going so slow. Here's another turnout that you could camp at if you wanted. So as we've gone farther in on this road, the opportunities to just pull over and camp have increased. There's been more and more turnouts, pullouts. And as you can see, I've got the window open and Archie is sniffulating. All kinds of interesting stuff in the air if you're a cat. Still have not seen any critters yet. And you know, this is kind of like an area where you'd see them because burnt out places tend to have new growth and grass and all kinds of little tender goodies that Deer Milk Light. So we're at about the 20 or so mile mark, and I believe that we have I think the road might end at 23, so I guess we'll see. It's 4 o'clock right now. We probably have another 40 minutes of daylight left. So we are not going to get back out of this road before dark, and we may just end up camping somewhere along the road there. See all these maples down low to the ground are all turning color. Red, deep red. Yeah, it looks like there's a campground down there, maybe. Unless it's gated. Yeah, it looks like a nice campground. There's a school bus up here. So, we'll see what happens. This is Sulphur Creek, and you know, they've always got stupid things closed, but you know, I could just camp right here. No reason I couldn't. The campground is closed on that side of the gate. Okay. Well, I'm going to drive up a little bit farther, and this might be the place that we stay, because it's kind of open overhead. Okay. And there you go, kids. We have reached the end of the road. And whether the road, well, it looks like the road does continue. There's actually two roads here, maybe. Yep. So the road used to continue on up through there. Okay, we are here. Okay. Okay, so you can hear the river down there. Yeah, I'd be curious to know when the road was closed, how much farther up it went, and all that good stuff. There is a little outhouse there with the bear box. Okay. It's the road we're leaving now. We're going to go back to that campground and park outside the gate there. But yeah, look at that. Sweet. Let me go back over here to see if I can get a little different angle on it. Well, it is 4:30 and it's dark out. The phone camera does a really good job of lightening things up, I gotta say. So this is one side of the campground. Here's another side of the campground over there. There are campsites down below here, and the river is just yonder over there. That's a tent site, obviously. Truck has been performing just beautifully. So that's the other side of the campground. No, nothing posted on the message boards. No fee information or anything. So we're just going to camp out here in the entry area. It is the Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest Campground, Sulphur Creek. So that is the road we went out and came back on. It's just about a mile to the end of it there. And then over on this side here, we have our neighbor down the road. Okay. So let me grab my stuff out of the front here. Then I will open the pass-through window and get Archie situated. Oh, look at that. There's a little bit of wee little mud on the camper there. Oh. Need to unlock the doors. Archie, what a good boy. I'm actually quite amazed at how well it works. So yeah, there's the pass-through. It doesn't want to show up. There it is. So I got to open the sliding window on that so that Archie can get in. He will like that. Okay, so let me get situated here. Alright, I'm going to do something here that is probably going to be cringeworthy to coffee drinkers everywhere. I'm going to reuse this morning's coffee grounds because there's a lot of them, and we'll see what happens. Just have to be careful manipulating the grounds. I've got a little bit of a overflow going here. Everything's under control. Let me grab. Okay, I guess I'm not going to find a spoon, so I'll just use a knife. Okay, so how's that looking in there? We're at the half cup. So we'll see how that is, if it's an abominable taste or if it works out okay. A lot of times you can get 2 pours out of a pour over filter. So we shall see what happens. Why don't you hang on for a minute and I'll let this go through and then we'll try it. Add a little cow extract and things should be okay. Okay, our drip process through the pour over is done. Let us add the cow extract, 4% whole milk. There you go. And let's see how we are doing for taste. Not bad. Tastes just about like this morning. Not quite as strong. So that will make a nice afternoon cup of joe for me. Let us put the milk back. And I think tonight I'm going to make a hamburger. Chop up some onions and put that in to the hamburger. And what else have I got? I think that's about it. So the pickings are a little on the slim side, but I can make a cheeseburger. Okay, delicious. Perfect. Archie. One more kibbles? Kibbles? He had his kibbles. So I'll just leave him alone. He's been a really good boy today. Okay. I got some editing to do here. It's a little early for dinner. It's 5 o'clock or so. Usually eat about 6. Okay. This is what I've decided to make for dinner tonight. Tony Chachere's jambalaya dinner mix. So it's a rice mix with some like frozen veggies and what have you in it. All the Cajun spicing required. And it says to add 2 1/4 cups of water. So that's a little more than a 16-ounce bottle of Arrowhead water, and then a pound of seafood or sausage or ham or chicken. I've got hamburger, so that's what we're doing, is a pound of hamburger, and then I've also got a red onion. So that is what we are putting in the pan here. Oop, I guess it got steamed over. So that's what's in the pan. And we'll add our water and our Tony's. And then it says to let it simmer. Cover and simmer. Bring to a boil, cover and simmer 25 minutes, stirring occasionally. I'm a big fan of Tony Chachere's, and their rice mix is pretty good. And as you can see, I have Tony's More Spice and Tony's Regular Original. And there is my emergency container, and a contingency over here is Cavender's Greek seasoning. It's really good stuff. And of course, what would a kitchen be without some Lowry's seasoning salt? All right, let us get to it. This one, I do have another Cajun or blackening spice in here somewhere. Where is that? Do not know. But anyway, I have all kinds of emergency spices, just because you never know. Okay, so I'll let this here cook a little bit more, and then we will add our water and rice, and then in about a half an hour we will be into chow. All right, let's do our Tony's here. I just added the 16 ounces of water. It's actually 17. Plus we got a couple tablespoons of butter and all that stuff in there. Onions are going to add moisture. So there we go. Adding our Tony's to the pot. Stir it all in. Okay, so let us just bring it to a boil, give it a couple stirs throughout the course, and we'll be in dinner. I'll see you to show you the finished product in about a half an hour. And there you go. I spooned up my Tony Chachere's Cajun with hamburger. Let's see how it is. Got those hunks of hamburger beef in there. Highly recommend. Okay, so I'm going to do some editing now. Got a bunch of files loaded onto the computer from today. Some from the EOS 5, some from the GoPro, and some from the cell phone. I thought I heard some coughing outside. Outside light's not on yet. Could have been Archie. He's coughed a couple of times. All right. I'm just listening for a minute. Got the truck alarm is on. Okay. Hey, Pop. Get him, baby. Get him, girl. Get him. Good girl. Get him, baby. You funny cat. You funny girl. You funny girl. You are so darn cute. Can't stand it. Get him, Pop. Get him, Poppy. Get him, baby. Good girl.